Hello and welcome back. This is Boggless, and I wanted to show off my comparator-based adding and subtracting circuit. So basically, this is an ALU, except for the L part. There's not much logic in it. It's just the adding and arithmetic part. Okay, so what it, let me first describe what it can do. So it can add and subtract, and it has a carry. It has a zero flag, uh, a greater than, and a less than flag. And it can add and subtract the 8-bit numbers. So you can actually copy this over multiple times and make however big an adder you want. But I didn't and only made it 8 long. I actually made a different adder somewhere over there. Uh, that one. That's 32-bit adder. It's actually a lot smaller than this one, but it uses pistons, and this one doesn't use pistons. And I think this one's faster. I'm not sure though. But let's just get into it. So I want to show you. I have some numbers built in here. So we've got 44, and so this is the most significant bit. This is the least significant bit. So 44 and 50D. So that should tell you one thing. This is not like 51 plus 44. What this is a hexadecimal adder. It doesn't work with decimal. Well, yeah, no, it doesn't work with decimal. You can make it work with decimal, but that it's not worth it yet. Okay, so first I want to show you these two numbers. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the calculator first. So let me turn on the calculator and do 44 plus 5D. And what we should get is A1. And in hexadecimal, A means 10, B means 11, D means 14. Sorry, D means 13. Basically, A, B, C, D, E, and F mean 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, respectively. Uh, Most of you guys that are probably watching this know that if you know anything about hexadecimal. Okay, so over here, I'm going to go to the F3 screen and show you. Sorry, I'm going to turn off the calculator. Um, Almost messed that up again. So over here, you can see the power is 10. I'm going to zoom in real quick. Okay, and over here, the power is 1. So again, it's 10 and 1, which is A and 1. And that is our answer. Yay. So addition works. But how can we do subtraction? That's what I imagine a lot of you guys are wondering. Actually, probably not, but still, I'll show you. Um, there's this thing in that you can do in binary, and actually in all the digits, which I'm about to show you. You can uh, invert the signal and then add 1 to get your to get subtracting to subtract values. Sorry, that sounded weird. I'm gonna say that again. So what you can do is take the complement of a number and then add it along with adding a 1 to get a sort of subtraction. And I'll show you what I mean over here. So I've got this planned out. So let's say you wanted to know what 49 minus 37 was, which is 12. I'm not going to show you on the calculator. You can do that in your head. So 49 minus 37 is 12. But let's say we don't know what subtracting is. We can only add, well, we don't know what subtracting is for big numbers, but we can do 9 minus something. Because that's how the logic works with most of the scenarios. So what we can do is this, and then take the subtracting number and take the complement of it. What do I mean by that? Well, we take 9 in the case of decimal. We take the largest value it can possibly be in one cell minus the place value in that case. So for here we had 3, so we have 9 minus 3, which means 60 something. And here we have, sorry, my bad. Here we have a 7, so we do 9 minus 7, and we get a 2. So 62. So over here, what we do, like I said earlier, we have to add 1, and then add all the numbers. So 1 plus 49 plus 62 is 112. And what you can always do is, since we were only using 2 numbers, we only record 2 numbers. And instead of 112, we get 12. And you can try this with any set of values. It should work for every single one as long as you add 1 and do this step right. And add right. So you got to do all those steps right. And that's how we do it over here. We're doing, since that is decimal, we can use 9. But here we're using hexadecimal, so we have to use 15, which is a full thing. So that's how this works. You basically do 15 minus the number, and then add that, along with a carry bit, which is 1. Okay, so that's all that fancy talk. Now let's see it actually work. I'm going to put it right here. So I'm going to show you. So what we can do is 44 plus 5d. That's A1, my bad. 44 minus 5d, which is f f f f f f f f f f f f e 7. Okay? This f f f f f, all that means is that that we went over the carry. We have all this stuff. So over here, remember we had, my bad, 1 second. Over here, remember we had this 1 and how we ignored it. We're going to do the same thing with the f's. So over here, let's read what we got. We got, here's the output. So 10 over here and 1 over here. We're in adding mode still. I apologize. We're in subtracting mode now. So we got 14 right here and 7 right here. And 14 means E in hexadecimal, and 7 means 7 in hexadecimal. So if you look at the calculator one more time, we've got E7, which is exactly what it should be. And over here, you can also see that this line is off, which we can, which through some logic we can say, hey, that means that since we're subtracting, the value 44 is less than 5d, and that's true because 5d is bigger than 44, which basically means the number we're getting out of this is negative. Okay, so this is an ALU, except it doesn't do logic in the same way that you can normally do logic, or you can't bit shift. But it does the arithmetic part, and it can compare numbers, which is the same thing that Ben Eater's computer can do on YouTube, which is kind of what I'm going off of. So if you were curious about how this works, I built a program in Python, which I'll show you right now. All this does is it's the logic for subtract. Comparators can subtract values. like built in the game. So I'm going to use that feature to subtract values that I want all the time, while keeping it between 0 and 15. So that's the trick. And to do that, you have to have some complicated stuff like making sure one of the inputs is bigger than the other. And that is done with this red circuit right here. This red circuit, it takes the biggest number, like from here. So this puts its power here, and this puts its power here, and this takes it out. And this redstone dust will always be the bigger one of the two. And here we invert it and do the same thing, and then invert it again, which means we have the smallest one of the two. Okay, and you can see that here, this one's 4 and this one's 2. Which 4 and, well, this one's D, but the inverted signal, since we're subtracting, is 2. Which is what the 9 minus 7 is equivalent. Okay, and then we run through the different steps of the program. So in the program, we've got if C is less than 0, we do the carryout. And if C is greater than 0, then we do not do the carryout. Sorry for the hiccups. And that's what this is in right here. Here's where we calculate whether we should carry out. And right now it's set to not carry out because this is on. And this is off. And since this is on, it locks the next carry. And it allows this to go through. If you guys want to do if you guys want a tutorial on this, I can do that. It's not the fastest design, probably. I mean, it's fairly decently quick. Here's like a speed thing. So if I take, what I'm going to do is take this out and do not subtraction mode. And then here we've got a 15. So what I'm doing is F plus 0. And as soon as I take the book out, you can see how fast it is. So here it's on, and now I'm going to take out the book, and that's how long it takes to turn off. It's a few ticks, it's not too bad. I'm going to do the same thing down here, which is the slower one. Sorry, gotta make it the big number so you can see it better. Here's this one, and take it out, and that's how long it takes. Roughly a second. And it takes a little bit longer to chain it through, chain the carry bit through, but chaining the carry bit is a lot quicker than it is for binary adders, because you only have a carry, you only have to carry once every 4 bits instead of once every 2 bits. And it takes only, here's where the carry is, and the carry takes just a few ticks to get there. So actually, it might be just about the same speed. I don't know. But it's definitely pretty compact and stuff like that. I've made a more compact version over here. I'm just going to show it off real quick. But this one it's a lot less messy, but it uses pistons, and some people don't like pistons, which is fine. Here's a pistonless design though. Or a piston design, and this is 8 of them. So back there we only had 2. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for a 32-bit adder. So over there we can add up numbers to 128 and negative 128. Here we can do like 2 billion or 2 trillion. I forget what it is. It's exponential. And that's about it, I think. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments or on Reddit where I posted this. And yeah, please leave a like and subscribe and all that. I can't believe I'm saying that, but whatever. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Have a good day.